Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Of course, it's my morning where the girls are all in education. So I thought I'd spend just 5 minutes doing a quick video for you, and hope to do one every Thursday moving forward, so that you just have a little bit of information from Arbonne and some new product information. But hopefully, I'm not bombarding your Facebook inbox too much. Today, I wanted to do a quick video on foundations. So we're heading into summer. Obviously, the wonderful wedding season that it is. But obviously, if we're going to weddings, we always need to be making sure that our skin is protected. So, which is why we always use an SPF. But if you're going to be photographed, and obviously in wedding photos, taking selfies with everybody at weddings, christenings, family events, birthdays, everything that goes on during the summer, barbecues, that kind of thing, we want to make sure that our skin is looking flawless and is flawless, but also is protected as well. Now, if you're going to be in photographs, if you use an SPF which is higher than 15, then the flash on cameras is going to react to it. So actually, when your face is photographed, it can often appear whiter than the rest of your body, which is it's not a cute look. Not a cute look. Not a look that we want to be having. So what we want to make sure is that our skin is still protected using an SPF, but using one that isn't going to react with flashes, so we look as flawless in our photos as we do in real life. So there are two products I want to share with you today. One of them is one that I've mentioned to you before. It is our Got You Covered. There we go. Got You Covered Mineral Powder Foundation. Now this has got an SPF 15, and we also have the Perfecting Liquid Foundation, which again is also, you see that? SPF 15. These are going to make sure that our skin is protected throughout the day, but the moisturisers that Arbonne have are SPF 20, and they're going to react with the flash, so you want to make sure that you don't use that, because that would react, but you still want to be protected, so use the SPF 15, because then you're still going to look beautiful. Now I just want to demonstrate how I use it. So I have my skin at the moment. I have washed it with my ever favourite Arbonne Calm Daily Cleanser. I'm then going to use, now if any of you have been to one of my spas, you know how much I love this product. Okay, so this is the Makeup Primer. Okay, now what this is going to do, it feels like silk. It's absolute heaven. So all you do is put a small bit on your finger. Now I get quite a lot of open pores in the middle of my face, so I'm going to focus it there, then I'm going to spread it out. So what this does is it has light reflecting technology, so it's going to help to minimise fine lines, it's going to help reduce pores, it's also going to smooth your skin out, it's going to fill in all those tiny little wrinkles in your skin and give you a much more even base to apply your foundation. It's also therefore going to make sure that it lasts longer. It's going to hold on to the foundation, keep it in place all day. So it's really, really amazing product. I do love it. Okay, so I've just focused it on the nose and on my T-zone, and then just spreading it out so it's all over my face, but most of it is focused here, okay, which is where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to look a little bit odd at the end possibly, but I'm going to do half my face in one and half my face in the other. So the first one I'm going to do is focus on the liquid foundation. Now, to apply the liquid foundation, I use what is called a beauty blender. So it's just a teardrop shaped sponge. Run it out. It starts when it's dry, it's really, really small. Wring it out, squeeze it under the tap, and then squeeze it out in a towel to get most of the dampness out. So it's really it feels dry, but ever so slightly damp. But it's going to give you a much more, this will allow you to give you much more even coverage and build it up gently, build up to the way that you want it to, but give it kind of an airbrushed appearance, which combined with primer as well is going to look like heaven. So right, I'm just going to put a really small amount on the back of my hand. Now I am using honey beige is the colour for me. Okay, so I just have it on the back of my hand. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to dab it off. Okay, so it's on my sponge, and then I'm just going to press it into the skin using bouncing motions going from the middle of my face out. Okay, now what this is going to do is it's going to really press it into the skin to give it real longevity, and it also means that it's going to blend out beautifully as well. So my face, I'm trying to use the camera on the computer and it's not working very well. Okay, now I get a lot of redness in my cheeks, so I don't ever need to use a blusher. So I still get a lot of natural redness in it even when I put foundation over the top. So I have used half a pump of this and most of it is gone, but just keep pressing it into the skin and build it up where you need it. If you need more on your nose, just keep going back. The trick with foundation application, lots of thin layers, not one big thick one. If you build up in thin ones, it's going to make it last longer. Whereas if you just slap it on nice and thick, it's going to fall off, and especially if it's hot, and it's going to melt off as well. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so that is the right side of my face, all foundationed up. Now, can you see the difference? Okay, so there's a lot of redness in this side. This side is a lot more even. You can use the sponge for everything. You can use it to apply moisturiser. You can use it to apply, you can probably use it to apply primer if you want as well. Concealer, that sort of thing. It's really good for blending it out, okay? So I've just pushed it into the skin like that, okay? Right, so that's that side of the face. That side done. Difference? Okay, so now we need to focus on this side. So the next product I'm going to use is the Got You Covered Mineral Foundation. Okay, now I use a brush. Now Arbonne does have a buffing brush for this, because it's a very different technique. I don't have the brush yet, but I've been using a brush from Morphe, which does just fine for me. Now it comes up and it's got a little net, okay? All the foundation is underneath there. You take your brush, you push it in, and tap it off, and you have the product there, okay? Now, which side? We're on this side. I'm looking at myself in reverse. Okay, and so all you're going to do is buff it into the skin, okay, in small circular motions, starting from the centre of the face and working out, okay? And so just spend a bit of time buffing it all in. Now, a little goes a long way. Now, remember this has SPF in it, so it's going to protect your skin all day long. A little bit more. So just tap it in the top. Tap off the excess. Okay, now this, like the liquid foundation, you can use to build up coverage where you need it. So this, I use colour, I think I'm natural. Mine's colour natural. And so I get a lot of redness down this side, so I just spend a bit more time buffing a tiny little bit more over the top where I want that extra coverage. Don't forget the forehead. Is this okay? Now I've been die hard for the liquid foundation for a good 6 months or so now. But during the summer, I have to say, I prefer to use the mineral foundation. So, okay, I think that's it. Because it gives us, it's much smoother, well, actually both sides are really, really smooth, but this just, it feels lighter on the skin. So during the summer, I'm going with my mineral, and during the winter when I'm feeling a little bit more coverage to try cover up dryness and that sort of thing, then I will always go for the liquid. But see, you can see a little bit of difference. Maybe my face is looking a little bit off, right? Okay, so I've got liquid on this side and powder on the other side. Then obviously, if you want to set it and make it really, really bulletproof, a couple of spritzes of the toner over the top from the RE9, and that's going to keep it set in place even more so all day, just so you don't need to worry about it. But both the products, easy to just chuck into your handbag anyway if you needed to touch up during the day, but that primer is going to really help hold on to the makeup and keep it in place and have you looking beautiful and flawless for whatever event it is, whether it be a christening, wedding, birthday party, family barbecue, afternoon at the pub with having Pims, any opportunity where selfies are involved, we need to have our faces looking good. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope that has been a little bit informative for you and helpful. Let me know if there are any products that you would like me to cover, and we'll see you soon. Bye.